Do, 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 do.
Hello and welcome to PlayStation Best Friends Presents Faster Than Reloading episode 24 for the week of September 26th, 2020. We drop every week to give you the rundown on all the latest gaming news you could possibly need. I'm your host, Anthony Palm. Joining me as always, Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
What is up, guys? What is up?
Got the Bears got a big game this week, right? Who you guys playing?
I don't know.
I think it's a big game this week. I don't know. We'll see. Trubisky's going to go 16-0 this season, man.
I usually don't watch the games, so.
And the Brooklyn bad boy who now lives in Manhattan, Jeffrey Mizrahi.
What up, what up, what up? Yo, let me tell you, the Jets, Mark Sanchez.
Dude, the Jets, this Jets team this year might be the worst NFL team I've seen in like 10 years.
That's why I don't follow
if not since I started watching.
No, there was some Cleveland game, Cleveland.
My
some
local
Browns
teams suck. Therefore,
teams
I
that
don't follow.
were up there too. So
Adam Gase is
or down
pretty
there.
bad though. We'll see. Because
You guys hear Tom Brady isn't even on the Patriots?
That's
wild
a joke, right?
Yeah. What's up, guys? How are we all doing this week?
Thank God we're not a sports podcast. Jesus Christ.
Jeffrey Mizrahi, sports guy. Remember that episode title?
Yeah, that's a throwback.
But yeah, so I think I've decided that next episode it's just going to be Faster Than Reloading, not PlayStation Best Friends Presents Faster Than Reloading, and I'm just going to delete the fake Faster Than Reloading RSS feed because there was only like 6 episodes on there with like 10 total views. And we're just gonna do that. So we'll see what happens. But I've decided that, and that's gonna be a thing next week. If you have any problems with it, message us. I'm assuming no one's gonna message us, which means that it'll be fine. It's been about a week and a half since we recorded.
Please message us.
It's been about a week and a half since we last recorded because we did that PlayStation 5 showcase follow-up episode. Which was supposed to be a shorter episode, and then I think it turned out to be like an hour long, so which is fine, but
important times.
But we kind of took a little time off because we wanted to give some breathing room. I think like Jeff and I were trying to get our pre-orders in at the for the entire last 20 minutes of that episode. I accidentally pre-ordered one from a site that charged me immediately and forgot that my wife was paying her car loan off the next day. So I had to call my bank that night and beg them to release the hold on it. So that's probably why I looked like I was having a heart attack at the end of that episode. So, but all of us have secured PlayStation 5 pre-orders from various places. At least one. I have 2 technically. I let my friend, one of my best friends, just kind of have it. I'm not charging him anything extra. No scalping here. But
scalpers.
Jeff and I were lucky enough to get them from PlayStation Direct. That's where I'm sticking with for mine. I know, Jeff, you're trying to pre-order it from a million other places still too because you're crazy. But
Direct is the best because they have the PlayStation Plus bonus. If you're a PlayStation Plus user, you get release date delivery guaranteed. Now, could that mean 9 p.m. later in the day? Maybe depending on which shipment provider service
I'm
they use.
just gonna sit in my car probably for the whole day.
Just watch it.
Just wait because I'm not risking Porch Pirates taking that.
Hopefully it's out for delivery and has better tracking. But yeah, I think that's cool that PlayStation Direct it says I think it's really the only place besides an in-store place, but even that GameStop you could get it a couple weeks after, but PlayStation Direct seems to be the only place giving release date guaranteed delivery, which is dope.
And so Miguel, did you get it from anywhere else or you just got the Target pre-order?
I just got the Target one, and I was gonna try it, I guess, yesterday when GameStop was doing the second run, but I forgot, and by the time I checked Twitter or whatever, it was over already. I was like,
we
whatever,
were working
it's
anyways
fine.
Too, right? So.
Yeah, I was working. I don't know what you guys were doing.
My friend, what's it called? Jack Terzi tried going in person also, and line was out. Insane. Line was insane. They had 12.
So I guess everyone just keep an eye out. PlayStation did. I don't think we have it on the docs, so we could just mention it.
There is an official statement. Let's
on Twitter. You know, they apologized for how horribly it went for the pre-orders and said that they're going to be making more available soon.
But this is just to make something clear. Like, this was not on PlayStation. This was on Walmart fucking just being like, here is, and then everyone else decided to put it out there.
Yeah, Walmart literally was just like Leroy Jenkins and just
PlayStation.
And then all the other retailers were like, well, if they're doing it, we're going to fucking do it.
The opening night, the first night.
So just to be clear, like, hey, they could have probably been like, hey, guys, like, what the fuck? But like, Walmart is one of the biggest companies out there. They did it first, and everyone just followed suit, and it was a mess.
However, counter argument, Xbox did have it planned with the date, with the time and everything.
Walmart
and
went
that
out first
situation. For Xbox, I wasn't following
Xbox. Yeah, it was like an hour earlier.
Wow,
they were like, fuck it. And Best Buy was one of the last ones to like actually activate the
go live
pages for it. Yeah, because I saw everyone, and then like 2 hours later, after it supposedly was live, Best Buy, like, you were able to pre-order, and that's how I got the pre-order that I have for the Xbox One S that I already canceled. But I just wanted to try how easy it was. Like you, Jeff, you did it too.
Yes, same thing. I copped a Series X one from Amazon just to see how easy.
Yeah, and I just canceled it because I don't want it, especially at launch.
Yeah, and free it up for someone that actually wants it. Unlike
yeah, exactly. I just wanted to see how easy it was. It. To be fair, both of them were kind of messy.
Yeah.
Both
no one was clean.
Obviously, the PS1, I think PS5, I mean PS1. PS5, there's a lot more people that want that system.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I think, clear that, especially, I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm just bringing it up because why not? Real quick. On the Tokyo Game Show, they already dropped the price in Japan on the Xbox One X and the S, $28 on each console.
Yeah, such an odd. I wonder. I don't really understand the message. Like, are they messaging that as like a price cut, or is this some like weird currency thing?
So I think because
I don't really understand that. I saw that
they dropped it just to make it even, especially the X and because they were gonna sell it at 500. So over there it's like
a weird number of
a weird number, which is higher than the 500 because of the currency.
Yeah,
and they drop it to be similar with the PS5. So the X is $474 US. What it is, pretty much the same thing as the PS5. And they dropped the Xbox Series S to $284 instead of being like $314.
I mean, they have like been doing this. Yeah, they have been doing this like weird, like, oh, let's still try getting Japan situation.
I mean,
like,
if they
like
can, it's going to be with the S, obviously.
I don't know. I generally don't think Xbox...
I said if
they
can, no, it's going to be with that.
I'm just saying it's like they have like no brand recognition. I mean, obviously some, but like no brand like authority, I guess, whatever, in Japan. Like,
and they gotta stop saying too that it's because it's American company, because iPhone's kind of huge over there too. So
yeah, no, it's not because it's American, because they're marketed as the Halo Madden guys for years. That's why that makes sense.
Yep, that's what I don't understand that people don't get. It's like it's so clearly obvious why PlayStation is bigger in that.
But they have Blue Dragon. But yeah, is there anything else we want to talk about? I was going to bring up something
before this, but I
Xbox
had it on the top of my fucking tongue, but I forgot it. It's something with... What was pre-orders. It, man? Other than the pre-orders, man... Oh, this is what...
we got it.
Sony, PlayStation, the company overall, said that they're going to have a lot more copies than the PS4 at launch. And I'm like, so this is why I just think that the PS5 is like super popular right now, because I don't remember having this so much trouble like pre-ordering the PS4. I remember just walking into GameStop like later on that day that they like was able to pre-order for the PS4 and like just getting the pre-order, and that was it. Like, do you guys remember any like?
You got to remember also a different world. So like back then there were hundreds of more GameStops around. So there was just
not only that too.
I mean, there's more. You have Amazon and like Walmart that's huge now that you can pre-order online.
Yeah, but I think there was just more physical location.
Well, I think
now there's one GameStop for let's say 100 houses, and used to be there's like
there's still a bunch of fucking GameStops.
Maybe not large.
But I think it's also as much as people want to argue over it, I do think the pandemic clearly has something to do with production.
I agree.
It's like it's not a question. Like it's 100% to do with some part of the production of this these consoles, really both of them. But I think that Amazon Prime wasn't really as big back in the PS4, you know what I mean? And ordering online in general just wasn't as big.
13? I don't know. It's still recent.
It was growing. It wasn't what it is now.
How many people were buying PS4s on Walmart.com in 2013? You know what I mean?
See, I didn't pre-order
I went to GameStop and pre-ordered my Xbox because I went Xbox first.
And
I've been buying even PS3 since online since forever. But no, this is the real thing. How the fuck is it 2020 and there is no reliable fucking online service that could fucking sustain a bunch of people wanting to purchase a product? It's such like a conceptually like, hey, a lot of people are going to want to buy this thing. You know, we have
happen that often, bro.
Shoes.
Yeah, and they have a system.
Yeah,
you got to sign up and get lucky. Hopefully, you get drafted, and there you go. That's what PlayStation was trying to do.
The shoe system sucks. Also, I don't know. I think all these systems have to get better. People want to buy many people want to buy things, and it happens a few times a year.
I think that what PlayStation did worked well. I just feel like they should have had a bigger.
It was limited because you guys got it and I didn't.
Exactly.
I don't understand how you didn't get it.
A long time, longer than you guys. Anthony for sure.
No, that's false. Because I was on PS3, like it's just because I hopped into PS4 a year and a half late.
Okay, so that gap.
I also buy way more digital stuff than you, though.
I'm saying I just think with PlayStation longer.
Either way,
there for like a year. So
we're all clearly PlayStation fans. We all clearly are.
All three of us should have received.
Yeah, we have a fucking podcast. And it's just whack that only 2 or 3 got it.
Hey, shoe, what the fuck?
Which I guess makes sense why it was a better experience, the PlayStation Direct, because it was so limited.
I think the way they went about doing like just the idea of how they did it, I think is the best way to do it. I just think that they should have had more available or sent out more emails. That's what I don't get.
Because that process was you got a link, you got a time.
My friend Jesse didn't get an email and he was mad about it, but I'm like, dude, you played your PlayStation for like 80 total hours since it came out. Like,
the joke is, I bet there are so many people though who like played Knack once and like got the email. You know, I bet it wasn't completely one-to-one. But yeah, it just sucks out. Like it feels so random. But yeah, that was the PlayStation pre-order fiasco earlier this week. We're gonna have more waves. Miguel said they did say that there's gonna be more systems in the PS4. I kind of have this belief that like early November or late October they're gonna be like, yo, fucking second wave, get your pre-orders in now. We actually have a bunch more systems.
Or I can see them just being like, hey, we shipped extra to all these.
Yeah, go to your store.
Go to Target and Walmart, and we shipped a bunch extra to them that weren't pre-orders.
I think everyone who wants one will be able to get one before 2021. I don't have a feeling
before 2021, maybe not before.
Yeah. Not launch day is going to be tough,
Launch day is going to be
because what's it called? Yeah, GameStop's already confirming that if you pre-order now, that pre-order won't come into.
No. Remember, there was a
they revoked that. But you're right. However, okay, whatever. Still, Amazon is saying that don't expect a release date.
It sounds like Amazon's just covering their bases though, because they sent out the verbatim exact same email for the Xbox. Yeah. So,
we'll see when we get them. I'm fucking excited, as you can probably tell.
I'm really excited too. Jeff and I were talking before how we're almost more excited for like old games on the PS5 more than like new games.
It's a quality of life update, and it's a system I use every day. And if it's going to make PSN parties better, it's worth $500. Like I just believe.
I just want to know if there's going to be cross-gen party support, like for.
So PS4. We know the size of the PS5, how big it is, and it's going to be huge.
It's going to be a big boy.
It's going to be bigger than the OG PS3.
Yeah.
Do you guys think it's going to turn into a jet engine?
How big it is, it better not.
It is bigger. It might have a bigger jet engine later on.
You got to remember you got to remember also that the PS4 wasn't a jet engine at launch.
No,
so could we see a quiet PS5 at launch, and then once God of War 3 comes out or whatever the fuck, Now it's jet engine
Once
style.
you built up enough cockroaches and dust.
Exactly. Dude, cockroaches are going to go into that motherfucker, like, I don't know. And that was the biggest issue at the top. Like, I want to get my hands on that baby so much.
I'm standing it up. You guys laying it down or standing it up? I'm standing it up.
I don't know yet.
I think it looks kind of ugly laying
It
down.
depends.
I also don't know if it's going to fit in my TV like unit, like laying down, so I might have to stand
Right.
next to it.
Be on the side. Like,
I just want to make sure it has enough airflow too, so that's another reason why I might just put it up on the side.
Just put it outside, bro. You know, build a little thing outside on the window.
Put it on
and
the
just
roof.
run a
it in
100-foot
there.
HDMI cable.
Yeah, bro. Just hang it in there. You know, you wouldn't even hear a sound, bro.
I think I might go floor style, but like vertical on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I gotta see it first and like see where it fits.
It's gonna go in my bed. I'm gonna sleep with it.
Yeah.
Keep you warm.
At least for the first night.
At least the first night, rub it. Speaking of things in bed together, Xbox has purchased Bethesda Softworks and Zenimax Media, creators of and publishers of Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Doom, Dishonored, Quake, Starfield, and more for a hefty $7.5 billion, 3 times the amount Microsoft paid for Mojang back in 2014. And the formal purchase is expected to close in the second half of 21. So remember that. This is a business deal. This isn't like, hey, Xbox just literally purchased the video games. This is them purchasing a publisher. Of course, biggest worry everyone's having, oh, what about my exclusives? Oh, is Oblivion going to be exclusive to Xbox now? Don't worry, for the foreseeable future, really. For all current plans, things are how they are. There's really no major shifts. So much so that Bloomberg even said that Phil Spencer has said that Microsoft will honor the PS5 exclusivity agreed for Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, 2 Bethesda titles that will come out next year. That will not appear on Xbox, which is hilarious. But all games after that will be on a case-by-case basis. Pretty simple, pretty clear to understand that, Elder Scrolls 6, for now, yeah, Elder Scrolls 6 will be on all things because it's a story franchise. However, things like Starfield could be up in the air, and new IPs could be up in the air vis-a-vis will they be Xbox exclusive. But yeah, Microsoft owns all these companies. What do we think about that? All these studios.
I think real quick that the big games like Fallout, Skyrim or whatever, Elder Scrolls, the what's it called? Starlink or whatever, Starfield. Those type of games are gonna be exclusive, and they're gonna let the other ones like Wolfenstein, Doom, the ones that usually don't sell that well.
Oh. You think
on all the other systems because they could get extra money for them, like more money.
See, I was thinking the opposite. I was thinking Fallout and Elder Scrolls. Okay, so I actually, separate from Fallout and Elder Scrolls, I think that Starfield is going to be an exclusive. I think that they want that to be a flagship Xbox game. It's not an existing IP, so there's no kind of attachment to it. Like Elder Scrolls fans are Elder Scrolls
nothing
fans,
even
Fallout
known
fans are
about
Fallout fans. I think that they're going to want Starfield to be an exclusive.
So Skyrim in space.
But it's not, there's no lore connected to Elder Scrolls, you know what I mean? There's no lore connected to Fallout. It is its own thing, really. Because I'm a Skyrim fan. I'm a Elder Scrolls fan. I'm not like a huge Fallout fan. Like, I can kind of separate the two. Like, I enjoy Fallout, but I'm an Elder Scrolls fan. So I think that those two franchises will come to PS5 just because there's going to be too much money left on the table. I think.
Yeah, it would make zero sense for them not to come to PS5.
Those two franchises. I think it's gonna be way too much money left.
Let me ask you guys something.
But Starfield, I can see being exclusive, and I could see everything else: Doom, Dishonored, Wolfenstein. I could see those all being.
Oh, also fun fact: all Bethesda games will be coming to Game Pass.
Doom Eternal very soon. October 1st.
October 1st, I think. Yeah. So
for PC
that
as well.
Also,
I mean, I own it on PC, but for PC as well.
I forgot what they said, but yeah. So that's another reason why this purchase is big. So now it's just expanding Game Pass, even if we're not even talking exclusivity shit. But yeah, Miguel, you're about to say something.
Oh, question for you guys: if you guys have a PS5, right, and that's it, and then you see the next. Let's just say for you, Anthony. So Elder Scrolls, right? You're a big fan. If you see that and it's going to be only exclusive to Xbox and you don't have an Xbox, you don't have Game Pass, are you going to go either get it on PC, get a Game Pass, or buy an Xbox for that?
I mean, if I want to play the game, I have to do one or the other, right? Are we taking it? Are you talking to me specifically, or are you saying hypothetically, like I don't know a PC?
Hypothetically, even for just people. Yes, exactly. Like people like that only have the PlayStation.
For me, because I'm smart.
Care more for those games than like Doom. And
Doom's not selling any consoles.
Exactly, that's my point.
Not selling any consoles. Dishonored's not selling any consoles.
Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and
when I say it's not selling any, I don't mean literally zero. I mean it's not a console. It's not going to move. Significant
numbers have said that they don't move that many numbers.
And let me be clear. They're
great games.
I love Dishonored. I love Doom, and I love Wolfenstein. Exactly. It's nothing personal against those games. We're in the minority. Us three are in the minority. No one bought those games. You know what I mean? Yep. We did. No one else did. So I'm just being clear. I love those three franchises, but they don't sell well.
But you see why I think those games are going to be that, like in all those systems.
I just think that if all of us are correct, because I think all three of us are assuming PS5 is going to blow out.
I think it's going to be close at the beginning, and then it's just PlayStation 5 is just going to, like, in this generation, just blow them out of the water.
The Sony fans that I know personally that are also Elder Scrolls fans, they're not going to switch over to exclusively Xbox. You know what I mean? They're still going to buy a PS5, and then they might get an Xbox down the road.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think they're going to swap from PlayStation 5 to Xbox. Like, I don't think this is getting people to flip. I think that this is just a way of nudging those people.
The question is, are they going to buy it? And are they going to subscribe to Game Pass? Because that's what Microsoft wants.
I think the Fallout and Elder Scrolls fan bases are big enough where they will want to at least buy a Series S.
That's what I'm saying.
I could see this Bethesda news. I think is going to push Series S sales more than Series X sales, because it's going to be a lot of PlayStation 5 people that are going to want those games, and they're not like, well, I'm not going to buy Series X if I have a PS5. I still think those two franchises are too big, and I think it's going to be too much money left on the floor.
Yes. So I could see it either way, man. Like if they're kind of far from the PS5, they might keep them exclusive. But if they're like somewhat close and they want to play like, you know, friendly or whatever, they'll just like open it up. I feel like it's gonna depend.
The other thing too, just making like a crazy face right now. The other thing too is that doesn't this kind of go against Phil Spencer's entire fucking message since he took over? But games are for everyone, and now all of a sudden, you're taking away these two giant IPs. It's like if they were homegrown IPs, that I get. But
I think you answered it. His whole messaging is connecting gamers everywhere. Henceforth, I don't think he's going to make this an exclusive
for now. Until they start winning.
It's been 6 years since they bought Minecraft.
What are they going to start winning? You know what happened
this week? Minecraft got a PSVR update.
They're going to switch. This is what happens with every fucking company, bro. They're friendly, and then they start winning. They get cocky, bro.
Okay.
It started happening with PlayStation.
Xbox is not going to win.
Xbox isn't making a comeback. It's just
if anything, this generation's going to be like deadlocked. I don't see Xbox winning.
I'm not saying that. But.
If Infinite launches the Xbox Series X, maybe we can have an argument.
Not even. The game looks worse than Splitgate.
It literally doesn't have a fucking exclusive at launch. It's just insane.
Game Pass, man. They're at 15 million.
I know. I do. Game Pass once again. This Bethesda deal is so fucking cool because
it's what they care now. Not selling
increases the value of Game Pass so much.
They want people to be subscribed to Game Pass. That's how they're going to make their money, not selling the console.
Game Pass has Microsoft first-party games, which isn't much, but they're buying so many studios.
No one gives a shit about
they're buying so many studios that Hellblade now, Outer Worlds.
You know how it worked for me for Xbox first-party games in Game Pass? I boot them up, I play them for like 3 hours, and then I delete it.
You've played Gears 5. Don't lie to me.
Gears. I'm a huge Gears fan though. But like,
I hated it again.
Nope. State of Decay.
No, yeah, but so Game Pass has first-party all Microsoft studios, all EA fucking Access or whatever EA Play games now.
But that's not technically Game Pass. It's technically like a partnership with Game Pass.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, you're still going through Origin on.
Or EA Play or whatever new fucking thing that. Whatever. 3 companies, 3 insane things. Game Pass. I always love it, even though I didn't have
3 companies. It's just one company.
It's
EA's.
On the brand.
It's just they're hanging, it's like they're just hanging in there, for a bit, and then like in a year it's like, oh, their contract expired. Plus, it's
it is interesting. Hold on, let's actually confirm. I think we should have probably said this before the whole conversation, but Bethesda games won't be. This deal won't be pushing Xbox Series because all games will still be coming to PC. They said that, like, so all future.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Is anyone with a brain
is a PC
going to go make a PC?
Yeah. No, but I'm saying so. It's not. If you're a PS4, if you're a PS5 diehard and you're an Elder Scrolls diehard, you're more likely to say, I have a mid-range PC. I'll play it on that. I'm not going to buy another fucking.
It's not
system.
like Elder Scrolls is going to be fucking demanding. You'll be able to play it on a fucking GTX 1080.
Yeah, but let me ask you this:
1060 probably.
Let's just say if they're going to be in Steam, right? Or you could get just Game Pass. What are you going to do?
I don't know. They might be on Game Pass PC.
You're
Who knows?
not wrong.
I know,
but
that's what I'm saying. But I know
like
that
a lateral point. It's not.
I know, but my point is Game Pass. That's what they want.
We all agree.
Game Pass.
Yeah, we all agree.
Yeah, wait. When did you just switch your point? You were talking about pushing Xbox sales.
Yeah, like people would obviously pick Game Pass over buying it on
now
Steam.
we're talking about fucking like people that like have a PC that could run the fucking game. A lot of casual players don't have a PC that can run a game.
Dude, speaking of pre-orders, jumping back a little, there must be enough fucking, I guess, bots probably, but based on the NVIDIA 3090 and 3080 pre-orders, are there way more PC gamers than I thought? I guess
gaming is picking up.
It seems like there's a lot of bots.
I noticed this generation, there's a lot of people that, it's probably a lot of bots too, but I did notice that this entering this next generation, I think there are a lot of people that are kind of fed up with consoles and are switching to PC.
I feel it. You know, you've been having this console for a while. There is better options. Oh, it's always worse. I mean, it's good if you fucking tinker with your settings and stuff and make sure the update is good for your driver.
Before we move on from Xbox, can we talk about how in Amazon the Xbox One X just was outselling everything that day when the pre-orders went live?
But Grandma won't know the difference.
The sales increased like by 700%.
Jeff, just so you know.
I still think those sales, those orders, it made those purchases, yes, but I swear those were canceled. I don't think anyone's like,
no shit, they're canceled. No one's arguing that they didn't get canceled, but it's the fact that if they did that in a store, you'd have to bring it back and return it. Like, it's the same. It's the same argument of Grandma bought the wrong thing because the names are similar.
I would say, whatever. Okay, fine, fair enough. I'm not gonna argue with this.
We're not disagreeing. Obviously, if you buy the wrong thing for someone's birthday, they're gonna go bring it back to the store. It's no different than canceling a fucking Amazon order.
The names are confusing. But speaking of confusing things, in a statement provided to IGN by a Sony representative, the company confirmed that the only ways to get Marvel Spider-Man, listen to the words I'm saying, Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, is by buying the Miles Morales Ultimate Edition for PS5. Additionally, if you buy Miles Morales for PS4, you can play the PS5 of that version at no additional cost, and you can purchase an additional paid upgrade to gain access to Spider-Man Remastered. That might have sounded confusing. I might have said Spider-Man a bunch of times.
Hold on.
What?
Before we move on, did they say how much the paid upgrade is?
$20.
$20. Okay, so
Okay, so this might seem confusing. Oh, I've said Spider-Man 100 times. Simple. Spider-Man Remastered is that classic 2018 amazing game you've played. But ray tracing, more people on the screen at the same time.
I'm going to make it even more simple for you.
LODs.
I'm going to make it even more simple for you.
Yeah.
This is a remaster of the game, meaning it is not the same game. It's not. You can't go into the store, buy Spider-Man PS4, put it in your PS5. It's not going to be the same assets on that disc. They redid all the assets. It's a new game. It's a new game that looks like the old game.
This is not smart delivery. So now you're wondering, how can I just buy this game alone? That's where it gets a little thing. No, you can't. You pretty much have to buy it with Miles Morales. There's no way you could own Spider-Man Remastered for PS5 and not own Miles Morales. It's pretty much
Now, did they say... I genuinely don't remember. If you buy Miles Morales on PS4, is that a free upgrade to PS5?
Yes. No, okay. I did say that. Buy Miles Morales on PS4, free upgrade to PS5. Buy Spider-Man from 2018 on the PS4, you will not be upgraded to PS5. Simple.
But you can play it on PS5. It's just not going to have the enhancements because it doesn't have the updated assets because it's not the same SKU as Spider-Man Remastered. Now, we talked about this a little bit in our chat offline, and this is going to be different from games like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm assuming Horizon Forbidden West is going to be a free upgrade if you buy it on PS4, right? Because it's launching on both.
It will 100% be a free upgrade. If you buy the PS4 version, you'll get the PS5 version. They said that. So Bloodborne, I mean, all these games that are going to be in, and Horizon's not in the Plus collection, but I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, like, all these games in the Plus collection, I don't see those getting full remasters. I could see them maybe doing, like, an enhanced for PS5 patch, where it's like, okay, now you can play it at 4K 60 or whatever. Yeah.
But those games, I don't know, maybe we do get a God of War remastered. Who knows? That would be interesting, but I don't really see that. I see them just focusing on Ragnarok.
I see this as a very one-off situation because of the way they developed Miles Morales.
That's what I was getting at. Is I don't think this is going to be a standard. I think that this is like a one-time thing with having to pay to upgrade the PS4 version of Spyro.
Yeah, just because they're developing Miles, new game, new system, whole thing. We should probably say this on the Xbox news, but I'll just throw it in now. Xbox Series X 1 terabyte expandable hard drive by Seagate Partnership has now been priced, and it is $219.99.
This is also compatible with the 1S or the Series S. Fucking
yeah, I don't know why
compatible with the Series S too. Just so to be clear,
those Series are small, man. Too
Series X is a. Series X is a 1 terabyte hard drive. Series S is a 512. So getting this will add another terabyte.
I'm gonna be honest. This is why I canceled the Xbox Series.
I was getting into an argument with Jesse, my friend, and I was laughing at the price. And he's like, I don't know why you're surprised at the price. And it's not a matter of me being surprised at the price. I know NVMEs are expensive. It's just funny seeing that this fucking expansive hard drive is over 2/3 the price of the Series S. That's all. I'm just laughing at it. I'm not saying I'm surprised. I understand NVMEs are expensive. You don't have to explain to me why NVMEs are expensive. I get it. I just think that it's funny that it's more than 2/3 the price of the Series S. That's all.
It's funny, like, when you see both on the shelf. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like if you saw the NES Classic next to the Lego NES, and you were like, "Whoa, this one's $50, but this one's $230." What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Seeing two prices, like, yeah, I understand the context of this.
One actually plays games, and one looks.
In that article, they mentioned that Samsung's coming out with their new SSD,
Samsung,
1 terabyte option. 980 Pro, which is, it seems like it's going to be compatible with the PS5 for $229.99. So the prices are going to be similar if you want to upgrade your but the main difference
the thing is go ahead.
I think we're going to the same thing. The PlayStation is leaving it a little bit more open for companies to drive the price down compared to Xbox that is just with Seagate right now.
It's a specific port.
It's a proprietary, specific sized expansion thing that only fits in. That only fits in that slot. It's almost. It's so weird, man, because that is such a Sony thing to do. I mean, we've been there with memory sticks. We've been there with the
your favorite
Vita memory cards.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like there's been a million examples of it. I mean, even with like there was another like not PlayStation Sony device that had like proprietary shit too. Like I think it was like maybe the Ericsson or
what's it called? All their cameras also they invented their fucking mini disc shit. Yeah.
Like the fucking UMDs.
Yeah, Universal. They work everywhere.
The name of it. So it just felt like a very Sony thing to do. And Xbox is the one that's doing it. So I'm curious to see how long it's going to be, if at all, until third parties start making these expansion drives. Whereas Sony, it's like, yeah, they're going to be expensive, but at least you don't have to go through Sony to get it.
Like in 2 years, probably they're going to be like $100.
I still think of at least 150 in 2 years. But
I'm sure you could find like some sales for $100.
By the time we
once in a while
these, because we can still use external 3.0 USB
for PS4 games.
PS4 games.
I think it's going to be.
I'm not going back to PS4 games. The fuck.
I mean, what are you're going to have like 4 PS5 games?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be.
I think 2 years.
Oh no, he's saying like whatever. Hold on.
Now, I mean, yeah.
An important thing also is what is actually usable on these externals and such. Xbox actually provided this nice chart where we're still really basing off from Sony, the Mark Cerny thing, but Xbox pretty much said you could do everything you want on the expandable solid state NVMe storage as you can do on the 3.1 USB external. The only thing you can do is play Series X games off of the external. So you could actually store, you could have a fucking 5 terabyte USB 3.0 external like many people have, and just store your Xbox Series X games on them and just transfer them over. They said, what?
I'd rather just download it.
I mean, the way they said it seems like it's some cool feature like pew, pew,
yeah, but how
like,
fast
I can't imagine
speeds, because I
know from a USB exactly
on Xbox One, and it took fucking an eternity. So
true,
if it's gonna be faster transfer rates, but it's still USB 3.0. So
that is true, but still, at least there's the option, because if you don't want to download it and you do have data caps, I don't have to. I could just swap between these two hard drives. I don't want to delete
this. I can go store it on my external.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a nice system.
I just feel like download speeds are faster than transfer speeds at this point for these size games.
Speeds, but yeah, limits is also a conversation. So that's cool, at least. So that's the storage situation there. Speaking of things that probably will be taking up a lot of your storage, Call of Duty games. And these past 10 days, I guess, the Call of Duty Alpha came out. I feel like in a couple weeks, like probably in like 2 podcasts from now, we're going to be talking about our impressions on the beta. But let's give our just initial first hands on a Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Alpha. What are we all thinking?
It's an alpha, so let's try not to be too hard on it, because it has
the beta's coming out so soon.
Fucking issues, man. So I'm hoping that it's just because it was an alpha, because it was buggy as shit. The lobbies and matchmaking was all kinds of whack. I was having this weird glitch where the brightness on my screen just randomly, like it just suddenly made it like super dark, like it almost like it was trying to load a UI over the top of it or something. So I mean, I'm hoping all that stuff pertains to just the alpha. Miguel, do you want to talk about the actual game itself?
Yeah, like stuff like that, like servers being like, you remember that when I think it was Friday, the first night that we started playing, like it started fine, and then it got worse and worse, and then at the end we were playing Combined Arms. Dude, at the end. It was hilarious how laggy it was.
It was like 7 frames.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. It was hilarious. Like I started laughing. I'm like, okay, I think we're done. And I just like closed the game. But like that, I'm fine with that. It's an alpha, whatever. I'm sure servers are gonna be. Let me rephrase that. I hope the servers are gonna be better. Because it is fucking Treyarch, and their netcode is usually worse. That's fine. The little bugs of like the motion blur, like after every game you reset it. So if you turn it off, it like turn on after every game. That's a bug. They're gonna fix that. That's why I had problems sniping, which everyone was fucking like quit scoping after like Saturday and Sunday. It was just that pretty much. Mm-hmm. The guns actually feel like, if we're talking about guns and maps, let's talk about. I think we should focus on that, on the maps and the guns and gameplay. The maps, Miami kind of fucking sucks.
I don't mind Miami. I know you and Tay hated it. I actually don't mind it.
Like it's fine for Domination. When we play Domination, it's fine. TDM, it's like we're playing Modern Warfare.
See, I was playing Miami on Friday before the servers went to shit, and it wasn't that bad. I feel like part of that bad experience was because the servers were so bad. And
then more people started playing, bro. And people are used to playing Modern Warfare, and it's just camping. And which is fine, whatever, but it's like it's dark already. It's harder to see than any of the past.
Yeah, I feel like Miami would benefit from being a day map, not a night map.
I mean, color wise, it looks fantastic though.
Well, that's the thing, is they
like
want
with the neon lights and stuff like that.
Pop. That's why it's nighttime.
The map should be smaller, in my opinion. Like they should cut some of it.
Yeah,
like, especially
over by the hotel. Like I think they can cut it off where the backside of the pool starts. Yeah, like have that little underpass, but then cut off where the pool starts. That'd be okay,
especially for TDM and like smaller modes like that. I feel like that map should be like a fucking 9v9 or something like that.
Wasn't me, or I went into the, you could look at the map and hit pause, hit R1. Are these 3-lane maps?
Not Miami.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Miami is. Miami's like a T almost.
Yeah. Moscow is somewhat, but there's so many fucking buildings in the middle that it's like
Moscow is like it's in theory
like,
it's
okay.
3-lane, but it's
Moscow. Shout out to
tunnels and stuff in between.
Shouts out to Moscow. Right. There's actually a Call of Duty Zombies Easter egg on the Moscow map.
It, right? Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. There's the what do you call it? The Russian doll from Ascension from Black Ops 1. So that's very cool. My take. I'm very neutral on it. You know, I didn't have any of the issues that you guys had, and I played for a good amount, I'd say. I didn't have. I mean, lag, of course. The fucking classic Call of Duty stuff like that, but no major bugs that like.
Do you leave motion blur on or off?
I noticed, so it was actually the weekend while I was telling you guys, I'm like, I don't know how people play on TVs. Like, I'm such a monitor guy, and I was playing at my Brooklyn house or whatever, and I was in the basement either way, and it just looked weird just because it was like, I'm playing so far from the TV. It could have been motion blur that was throwing me off. I normally do turn it off.
You usually turn it off? Okay, that's what.
But I just didn't think about it for this alpha. It's so short.
For some reason, I feel like Modern Warfare's motion blur... Infinity Ward handles motion blur better than Treyarch. I don't know why. I don't know how. Because in Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare, I didn't mind the motion blur. True. Yeah, that's probably what it is. But I didn't mind the motion blur as much in Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare. But in this game, I had to turn it off.
So let's talk about some of the systems. So the creative class system, I kind of like. I actually really enjoy. I think it's a cool blend of, everyone's saying it, Pick 10 and the Modern Warfare Gunsmith system. I don't really see a Pick 10 system. It's pretty much Modern Warfare's system to a T. But then you have these
you get five guns attachments, but then you can...
Yeah, because you still have the wild cards and stuff like that.
To add as many attachments as you want. That's fucking awesome. I love that.
The wild card system, I think, is amazing. So just some examples. You could have like, all right, both guns go no limits, up to 7 attachments on both guns. 8 attachments. And I think on that one also you could put any perk in any slot. So you could have 3 red perks, Yep.
I think this system is going to be awesome.
Yeah. One of them you could have up to 6 perks. One of them you could classic, have 2 primaries. Some other ones. I mean, whatever. You get the idea, but they change up the game enough.
So map wise, I feel like there was one kind of one was just okay, and then Satellite, like that was probably like the best map in the game.
You didn't even get a good.
I didn't even get a good
match. I played a few matches on Satellite when I had good servers. I think.
What do you think of the boat map?
I had fun with that.
I like that one.
It had this.
I hated the other one. The
snowy ice one.
Holy shit!
That one was so fucking Battlefield. But
I hate the tank.
But the boat one, the C one,
the boat C one, fun. It had this like feel that like it was like expansive yet tight. I wasn't really running into
each
Battlefield.
Point felt like it was its own little mini map. That's why I like it, because it's not like you could still kind of get sniped from people across the map, but not as much as that other map. Like it felt like you were like, as long as you were checking to make sure you weren't like wide out in the open exposed, you were able to kind of have each location kind of isolated, and that's why I liked it.
I got 2 things about that mode, which is combined arms. First, let me spawn in any of the points that are captured by our team. Second,
even Ground War did that. It's not even a Battlefield thing. It's like Warzone, or not Warzone. Ground War did that in Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm agreeing with you. Like, I don't understand why that's not in the game.
Faster because it's only 12v12 and the maps are big. Second thing. Man, God,
get the tanks out. Is that your point?
The tanks, for sure, the tanks,
get
bro.
The fucking tanks out, man. I can't take it.
The tanks are just fucking annoying, bro.
It's not enough players to justify tanks. I think if it was Ground War and it was 64 players,
if you're gonna limit to just 1 or 2 by match, I'll be like, okay, let's just destroy it and let's get it over with. But they keep spawning.
Yeah, like it's not fun in that mode. If it was a bigger map, like Ground War, it's not that bad with the tanks because there's so many players and the maps are so big. But in that mode, I don't think tanks are going to work.
My second point was going to be, obviously the tanks, great from you, Anthony. But the second thing, like, add more players to that. It should be 20v20 because the maps are bigger. At least 20v20. Hopefully they are like able to test it 20v20 instead of 12v12 because I think it would be better.
I think that might be because, like, even remember Blackout, it was only like what 64 players or something
at the beginning,
up to
something like that. True. Hopefully they do the same thing because I feel like the more players, that needed more players. Honestly. Other than that, man, the Navy map, the 1 of the 3 boats, I think was my favorite to play on. What do you guys think about the score system? The score,
the kill streak system, I guess now at this point, I think it's great. Yeah. So you actually asked me when it came out. I know why you think it's great because you don't think fucking players should be rewarded. I don't think. All right, here's my take. I don't think. So I did a test. I'm like, all right, let me put the highest score streak on or kill streak on. Let's see if I get it. Didn't get it once. You know why? Because I'm not of that skill level. Makes sense. It's called balanced. I did though on a game that I thought I did pretty well. Better than normal, where I didn't have the best amount of kills before dying, because I think that's a little arbitrary in a way. But I still got the War Machine, which is like a mid-tier kill streak. So I think really the system incentivizes. Yeah, so I think the system incentivizes just positive play. And
what do you mean with positive play?
Just solid. Assist, you got a double kill over there on the point. You died because if a dude snipes you after your 6th kill streak, I don't think that's such a
punishable
yeah, exactly, yeah. That shouldn't be a punishment to you just because some dude sniped me across the map. I'm on a roll, like I'm on fire, don't just knock me down. So
or I died because the guy's camping behind the bed in the fucking hotel.
Exactly.
Because that happened to me. I was on like a 7 kill streak, or I was like 1 or 2 away from whatever I had my 3rd, streak item was, and then a guy just fucking killed me because he was camping in the fucking bedroom. So I think that this is not going to make a difference for bad players. I think it's going to give a little bit of a boost to mid-range players, and I think it's going to give really good players a lot more kill streaks.
I would just like some more transparency with it. Do not agree. I don't really know the exact numbers behind it. It's like,
I just think bad players that are only getting 4 kills a game anyways, they get a UAV instead of never getting a UAV.
Exactly. No, I think that's what it's for, Anthony. And I totally agree with it. But the one thing I'd say about it is just, let me understand the points exactly. How many? Does it say the points?
I didn't really understand because I felt like sometimes I thought I would be earning more than I did, and I didn't.
Yeah, so I kept looking at the fucking thing.
Understand it still.
Did they? I might be wrong. Did they show that in the alpha? I don't think they did because I was trying to show the points, like what exactly.
How many points you need it?
So how many points do you need for UAV?
Let me bring it up real quick.
And then how did you earn?
So it's 600 for the RC XD car, 800 for the spy plane, 1900 for artillery. Pretty much the super gunner, you need 6,000. 6,000 points.
60 kills?
If you're going by 100, yes. But after 5 kills, so this is why I don't like the system. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Like you said, for bad players, you're going to be able at least to earn at least a sky plane, right? And maybe like your 2nd tier or whatever. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Your mid-range players, which I would put probably Tay, you, and Anthony's like between medium to high, in my opinion. Like, you guys you're probably gonna be able to get to like the mid-tier streaks, which is like you said, the War Machine, maybe the attack chopper, which fucking sucks. I agree. But for the skill players, like you're saying, like the good players, it's bad. First of all, I got the chopper gunner multiple times in the game when we were playing. In one of the matches, I went 25-0. I was like, oh shit. But after you got, like, usually if I had gone that way, like 25-0, I would have like gotten it twice in that match. If it was any of the other tryhard games. I can't do that because when you get it and you use it, there's a timer of 1 minute and 30 seconds. A minute and 30 seconds that you can earn points towards that kill streak. for any of the 3 kill streaks.
That you can't earn it towards. I thought that
you can't earn it.
See, I didn't know that. I thought the kill streak was to be able to use it. I didn't know it was to be able to earn it. So
what's going to happen?
Because
with a lot of matches,
for a minute and a half, you're
not earning anything for that kill streak.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought that it was a cooldown before you could use it again, but you could still earn it.
You can't earn any score streak towards that. Now, what's gonna happen? A lot of people are gonna save the high kill streaks towards the end of the match. It's gonna happen a lot, and it's gonna get fucking annoying.
And they stack. You're saying?
And I'm just saying, if you earn the attack chopper and let's just say docks are gonna be in the game, right? Like the docks and the attack chopper, you're gonna wait until closer to the end of the match to use them. Why? Because you're not gonna be able to get it again anyways. Again. Because that happened to me. I should have gotten twice the chopper gunner, bro. If it was like Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 2. But because of this system, because I had to wait a minute and 30 seconds to able to re-earn those fucking the streak.
Wait, can you stack them? Can you if you get 6,000 points?
I don't know because the matches didn't last that long, bro.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So that's something that we're gonna be.
I see that as honestly. I hear you. I hear that complaint. I definitely if I'm putting in the work out, I would like to get. I would like to get 2 chopper gunners. However, I don't
want to get fucking destroyed by you.
However, I don't think the game needs 3 chopper gunners in the air just because you're on it. I think that's annoying as fuck.
The fucking the good guys again? Like if they did with fucking Black Ops 4?
Yeah,
like they're doing. How
do they punish you in Black Ops 4?
How do they punish good guys in Black Ops 4? Dude, I jump in Black Ops 4 if the other team's doing much better than me.
Here comes the zero conversation.
There's 3 fucking. Oh my god, zero, dude. When you have 3 fucking sniper nests in the air in Black Ops 4, the game's bullshit.
Bro, don't hit the game, bro. Hit the player.
Sniper's nest made the game so.
We need more sniper's nests in the air. That's the issue with Black Ops Cold War. We need more sniper's nests.
It's just one. You can't have 2.
I know, but I'm saying you have one, and you got the one guy throwing the fucking AI guy.
That's your reward, bro.
I think the reward is to what do you call it? Imbalance.
You know what? Oh, don't worry, you're getting destroyed. Oh, here you go. Here's a participation fucking UAV, bro. All right. You know what? Here's you getting destroyed. You're the boomer, you fucking assholes.
Oh, he's the millennial, 100%.
Participation trophies, dude. Give me the participation trophy. I want the participation trophy.
No, but let's be real. Yeah. I think that's they're probably gonna tune it. In my opinion,
yeah,
they're probably gonna lower the fucking thing.
It's inherently a bad idea, or you just think that they just need to fix?
They need to tune it. Like the system is fine.
I think it should just be a cooldown on being able to use it, not being able to.
I don't think we ever said, by the way, the way it works is you don't reset on death.
Yes, that's another thing. But it doesn't reward caption flags after a certain point. So after you get 5 kills, the incentive is to camp. For a lot of players, is going to be to camp because that's when you start getting the big bonuses. It's like 600 for a kill after 5. So after you get 5 kills, it's 600 for each fucking kill. 500, 600 for each kill. Like, you're not going to want to fucking die. So you're just going to start camping. And you're still getting the same regular fucking 125 points for capturing a flag or whatever it is.
Yeah, I noticed you weren't getting too many objective points. I don't know if... So it's after 5 kills? Is it after 5 kills?
It multiplies from 1 is 100, and then it's like 150, and then the third one's like 300, and then the fourth one's like 400, and then it's 500, and after that, I think it's for 500 each kill or 600. It's one of the two. I forgot.
Because I was a fan of score streak system. I like that. You cap it in the beginning. You start with 200 points. You're picking up some dog tags. You're not getting kills, but you're building up score.
Yeah.
So that's kind of not here. A little bit. It's a little bit here.
It kind of
they
makes
should
sense
give more
to
the objective players, honestly.
Well, yeah, definitely. Because see, the thing is, then there's no real way to have it be one and not the other on a match type basis. Because I was going to say, like, if you were playing domination, the score streaks make more sense. If you're playing TDM, then kill streaks make more sense.
Yeah.
So but there's no way to really have it one and one and not
I mean,
the
no,
other.
I guess no. It could be balanced where a value of a
Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 were actually balanced, but because they bumped it, it's still a fucking score streak. But the difference is now because they bumped the fucking score so high for the high kill streaks, because they wanted to fucking put this fucking bonus and timers and stuff like that. That's why it switched.
So yeah,
And
I
they
think
don't
it's
want
cool.
so
Yeah.
many kill streaks in a game. That's what they're like trying to stop for each game. Like they don't want me fucking having 3 snipers nets every fucking match.
I don't want you having 3 snipers nets every match if I'm against you.
Why not?
If I'm against you, I don't.
I fucking
but
Snipers
that's
Nest.
like
I don't know.
I think snipers
When
nests in general just need
I want that
it's
fucking
like
sear
you
streak
spawn and you're
in
just
this
fucking
game.
dead instantly. It's insane.
You literally don't have enough time, even with fucking fast lock on, to lock on
Hey,
and
bro,
destroy them. It makes no sense.
Start fucking playing.
If you want to hear about BO4, though, we have a whole library podcast to listen to.
Yeah,
Just
we talked about
click on
BO4 probably for way too long.
anything after October 2018 to till now. Till
Even
literally
after
now.
Modern Warfare came out, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, till this episode. Yeah, so Alpha's coming out. I think this week also is the
Beta.
end of the
Coming out.
beta, but the end of the Modern Warfare Warzone season. Is that correct?
Yes, this is the last week. The XP's
Yeah,
on right now for the game.
depends when you listen. So that's cool. We're getting season 6. This will be the final season before Black Ops Cold War. This also will be segueing story-wise into Black Ops Cold War's Warzone experience, whatever it is. If it's a new map, if it's a second map, updated map, we'll see.
I'm kind of tired of Verdansk.
I mean, it's at least going to be
Modern Warfare is going to probably have
a
a season 7 after Black Ops launches if you're still sticking with Modern Warfare, but I don't.
I mean,
it is the best
confirmed.
fucking Call of Duty game ever.
I think there's going to be a lot of people still sticking with Modern Warfare. I think.
Yeah, I think
the
so. Bro.
question is now: will they separate seasons between? Because Warzone
it's called
They
Season
should be
1
making
for
so
Black
much
Ops.
money if they do that. If they just continue seasons for Modern Warfare for a bit, at least one more after Black Ops.
I think they're going to keep going for a while for Modern Warfare seasons.
Because
I mean, hold on, look,
I think that Warzone. See, this is because then it gets
because
confusing.
Warzone is the same. Warzone's the same for both games.
But
Yes, that's shared.
I think it's going to be like. Yeah, do they like do Warzone Chapter 2 Season 1 like Fortnite did?
How do you have a season? How do you have a different season in Modern Warfare MP and a different season in Modern Warfare Cold War Warzone, and then another season in Cold War MP?
Like I said, because they could easily do like Fortnite did and do like Warzone Chapter 2 Season 1, but then Modern Warfare stays Warzone Season 7.
And then what would happen to Cold War MP? Would that be Chapter 2?
It would just be Warzone Season 1.
That means just Season 1 for Cold War. That's it.
I don't know. I
We'll
don't know where they go from
We'll
now.
see.
Unless they just discontinue seasons of Modern Warfare altogether. That would be the easy way to do it.
That is what's going to happen.
Probably.
Because it's not killing Modern Warfare.
Because
Modern
Black Ops 4 at
Warfare,
the point, they just like, here's the final season and
Black
you
Ops
just
4,
get it
yeah,
indefinitely. Yeah, Black Ops 4.
They might go back and do a season after the game launches. If they see that the numbers are not... Because they did something similar with, I think it was, what was it, World War II? When they released a bunch of like stuff for the game later on. It wasn't a season, they just like released. It was just a big fucking guns. Release stuff.
I think that was more as like a make good for sorry the game was so horrible.
Could be. You never know. But I feel like I still think Modern Warfare is going to be more popular after a couple months the game of the Cold War launches.
I mean, I think Warzone would just be...
Like people Cold like War's, that. A lot of
I know, but Cold War's got that next gen hype.
Like that fucking just campiness fucking style of gameplay, bro.
Now is Modern Warfare gonna have a PS5 upgrade?
Great question.
If people playing it, bro, they might.
I don't think so. I think it'll just be backwards compatible.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But
that's what I'm saying. Like no upgrades to it. It'll just be backwards.
Let's be honest. It's just an alpha, right? But Modern Warfare looks way better. Way better than
at least than the...
Just alpha, but...
Yeah, but...
I'm comparing PS4 versions also.
Shout out, just real quick, this is a separate point, but Dragon's Crown Pro is $6.99 on the US PlayStation Network right now if you want.
Yeah, a lot of great deals right now on the Japanese stuff. Speaking of great deals, let's talk about great games coming out this week on the weekend playlist. September 29th this week, Spelunky 2 on PC. However, I think Spelunky 2 is already out on PS4.
It's out in some systems, I think, right?
Maybe on Epic Games. Okay, whatever. Spelunky 2 is out.
Great reviews, right? 9/10s.
Yeah, people are loving it. I mean, if you love Spelunky, this is more Spelunky. Warsaw, PS4. The name of the Warsaw city in Poland where the ghettos were. I don't really know if it has anything to do with that, but we'll see. October 1st, Switch, Super Mario Bros. 35. So this is that Tetris 99 like Mario Bros. Battle Royale. Kind of excited for that. Very cool to check out.
I'm excited to try it out. It's free if you have online, right?
Yeah, I was a big fan of the little mod that was out for a couple day until Nintendo shut it down, where it was a Mario Battle Royale.
Was why they shut it down.
Yeah, so it's cool that they're making a more refined version. That was like a Flash game, essentially. Warsaw coming to Switch on October 1st. East Origin Switch October 1st. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, PS4 and Xbox One October 2nd. That actually snuck up on me hardcore. I did not realize that was a couple days away. Star Wars Squadron also with the fucking sneaky maneuver. Wow, we're in fucking October, guys. October 2nd as well. So October
maneuver did some real damage.
Oh, actually, the Holder maneuver is 1 in a million shots. So why even bringing that up, dumbass?
Fucking joke, you dipshit.
No, I'm just
also
I'm
shout
quoting,
out. Just shout out real quick. Spelunky 2 is currently out. Came out on the 15th for PlayStation 5. Doesn't look like it's on
PlayStation
Xbox.
5.
PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
PlayStation 4. I was reading the 5 in September 15th.
Hook me up. But yeah, so I don't know. October 2nd. You guys picking up either of these titles? Squadrons are both are $40, correct? Am I right on that?
I believe you're correct, yes. I'm interested in both. I just got too much going on, and
yeah, a lot of games.
Tay's buying a fucking Jeep this week, and I just don't got money for him. So, but I am interested in both. I think I'm really interested in Crash. Like if it was 2 months ago, I probably would have picked up Crash. You know what I mean? But I'm not buying that right before Cyberpunk and right before PS5. So, and then Squadrons, I want to see reviews first.
Yeah, Squadrons is definitely good reviews. Crash Bandicoot 4, you guys see that new launch trailer?
If you got a EA Play, do you guys know?
Ooh.
I doubt there's a trial for it because of the way they treated.
I mean, it is multiplayer stuff too, right?
Why Fallen Order didn't have a trial?
Fallen Order did not, but Battlefront 2 did. So it could go either way.
All right, look it up for further
trial for the multiplayer, not the single player,
and you can't play campaign.
Yeah.
But Crash 4, I actually watched the launch trailer a couple days ago. Right? And yeah, looks fun. I mean, it's pretty cool that Activision finally said. I mean, of course, it makes sense after the amazing sales of the trilogy and
Spyro.
But dude, 2000 to 2010 was fucking terrible for Crash Bandicoot. As someone who grew up in that time, Crash and cool.
Spyro was just miserable.
Yeah, it was one of these weird third-party games that I hear people talk about.
They did that weird Doritos thing, and then they did the two Game Boy games that were it was Spyro and Crash, and they interacted with each other. The comedy, remember that? Yeah, that was an interesting one. Horrible. So hopefully this sells well, and hopefully we get a new Spyro too. Does Toys for Bob do Spyro as well? I don't remember if they did.
Yes, I mean Toys for Bob's the Skylanders. I assume they do.
Because
Spyro.
Vicarious Visions did Crash Remastered, but then Toys for Bob is doing Crash 4.
I don't even know.
So I don't know. So, but I just want a new Spyro game. So I hope this sells well. I'm interested in it. I just, like I said, I'm going to wait on it.
The $40 price point is really such a. Let me triple check this, but it's really such a
Squadrons
fucking smart
definitely
move.
is. I don't remember if I think Crash also is too.
No, color me fucking wrong. Not even close. Crash Bandicoot 4, man. Activision is asking you for a full $60.
I think that's okay. All right. Well, I think that shows the confidence they have in this game being.
Yeah. And let's fact check this as well. It is Toys for Bob.
I knew that. I knew Toys for Bob was making this. I didn't know if they did Spyro as well, because I know Vicarious Visions did the Insane trilogy. But then, Vicarious Visions did.
It's right here.
Vicarious Visions.
Toys for Bob. I'm telling you right now, Toys for Bob is on the box for Spyro Ignited trilogy.
Okay, so I could see them being the ones that would make a new Spyro if they greenlighted a new Spyro game.
Vicarious Visions did do Insane Trilogy, and Beanox did Nitro Fueled, the racing. So everyone actually did a different one.
Remember when Miguel was freaking out about CTR, and then he never talked about it ever again after it came out?
Because I fucking sucked, dude.
you were so excited for it. You're like, fuck the Spyro trilogy. I don't want that. I want CTR. And then CTR came out, and you're like, I'm not that good at it.
You realize how hard it was.
Again.
And then I realized how hard it is, because I'm like, holy
boosting
fuck.
in CTR makes no sense. I don't know why they didn't at least update that. Leave everything else the same and just change the boosting in it, because it took me a full night just to figure out how to do the boosting. I don't even remember how to do it.
In that game when I was younger.
Nostalgia, bro. Nostalgia.
I was actually really good at that game, bro. I knew all the little tricks and shit like that. It was just
kids are better at video games. That's a fact.
I just don't know. I don't understand how they thought leaving the way the boost works in that game. I don't understand why they.
You have the toggle. You could switch the different boost styles now.
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
It was you had to hold the button and then do another button and then hold it, time it exactly right.
That's what you remember.
Just copy Mario Kart at that point. Just be hold B or hold R, LZ or R2 or whatever.
Left, right. So that's the games coming out this week. Make sure to check one of them out if you like video games. Speaking of liking video games, me and Anthony liked a couple of video games this week.
Yeah, I'll start off with Ghost of Tsushima just because we talked about it in the past, so I'll kind of talk about.
What act are you up to now?
I'm right at the end of Act 2, I think, because I'm about to go. Because it seems like every act there's going to be a castle you have to liberate at the end.
Yeah,
and so I'm about to go go do the siege at the castle for Act 2. I just did a main mission right before that depressed the fuck out of me. So, but I won't say anything more about that. But I'm really enjoying it. This is a game where like I kind of drift in and out of it, where it's like I'm really, really enjoying it, and then I gotta take a break, and then I come back to it, and I really, really enjoy it, and then I gotta take a break. So, but I'm trying to push through at least the story before PS5 comes out, because I'm worried once Cyberpunk comes out.
You'll get through it. I mean, you have like 5 hours if you just do the entire Act 3 in one shot.
Okay, because that's what I was kind of, because I don't want to miss all of the side stuff, but I'm trying to kind of get a good mix of like some side missions, but not like totally get it like sucked up in the side missions.
Just make sure you're doing the tails. Are you doing all the tails?
So I only have 2 Mystic Tails left. One I can't even do yet.
The Fred Tails, like the Initiation
yeah, so what I was going to do is finish Act 2 and then go clean up the ones that I didn't finish yet. And then...
do all those. Yeah, side missions that have character faces next to it. Make sure to do all those. I think
the like other great stories. Optional side missions. Like I'm kind of saving those for PS5 like as a reason to go.
Yeah. The ones that are just PS5. White, that is like, oh, pick up this guy's shit. You know,
like that stuff. I'm kind of saving for PS5 for what because I'm gonna go for the platinum, but I think I'm waiting for PS5 for the platinum. But I want at least roll credits on this game before PS5 comes out.
Why are you waiting for the PS5 for the platinum?
Because I'm just trying to balance like 4 games right now, and it's more realistic for me to just try and beat the game right now than it is for me to go for the platinum right now. Is what I'm saying. So.
Dude, I've been saying I'm going for the platinum since July, and I'm like I have like 10 fucking things left to do.
Because I want to go back for the Days Gone platinum also, but at least they confirmed that's on PS5. So
who has the time? But then some Switch games also. Yeah,
so you and I both played these 2 games that I'm about to mention, which are Super Mario 3D All Stars, which is the port of Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine,
the port, not even a remake,
and Super Mario Galaxy. I haven't touched Sunshine at all yet. I played a little bit of 64 and a little bit of Galaxy just because I wanted to kind of see which one is pulling me in more, and I don't know which one to choose because both are so good. So that's why I might.
Have you played Galaxy before?
I didn't own it on Wii, so I played it at my friend's house, but I didn't really play that much of it. So this is effectively my first real experience with Galaxy.
Wow.
And it's crazy because it feels like it could have been a Switch game. Like I'm playing it and I'm like, damn, like this looks like it doesn't look that far off from Odyssey. And I think that's just a testament to Nintendo's kind of style, you know, that art style of Mario.
Once they went round, like it's good, you know, like obviously, you know, 64 is not going to look like Odyssey just because it's so polygonal, right, but yeah, once they got to modern technology, once they figured out aliasing, but yeah, so I'm really enjoying both. I might jump into Sunshine just because of the fact that I can't decide between 64 and Galaxy because they're both so Have you played Sunshine before?
That's another one. My friend owned it on GameCube, so I dabbled in it. I didn't get that far. Or I think I might have rented it.
I never touched Sunshine actually on the original system.
Well, you were also a lot younger than, because I was young when Sunshine came out, and you were 5 years older than me. So
Sunshine, guys,
6 years old when that came out? Oh my god.
7, I guess, or 6, but probably 6. Guys, listeners, I'm ready to make some enemies. Sunshine doesn't hold up, and it's not a good game. It's like objectively.
Well, you have zero nostalgia for it, so that's.
I have no nostalgia for it. The flood does not work. It is antithetical to so many Mario traits. They take out this fucking crouch long jump for some reason and replace it.
No, that's not in the game.
There's no crouch long jump. There's this stupid spray in front of you thing and then
Galaxy because it's a different like input for that in Galaxy, because it's L
because R is for shooting bits, but in 64 it's also L, but whatever.
No, I thought it was R. I thought I was doing RZ.
Sorry,
and
L2 and LR2, whatever. Yeah, buttons are weird,
but that's not in Sunshine at all. That's crazy.
Yeah, Sunshine's trash. Sorry, listeners, but Galaxy I think is one of the best games ever. It really is a testament to 2007 is the best year for video games. And 64, at first in the first couple stars, I'm like, this game's old, guys. But then after I get through like the 5th star hump, it's like, oh, actually, this game's fucking revolutionary, and it like opens my eyes.
Or whatever it's called. Like that level, it's like, it's not that it's a bad level, but it's just such a tutorial level. The controls are slippy. You're always having an extra step after you let go of the analog stick and all that. But once you get used to it, it has like this charm, and it's like, okay, I am playing. It's like, I guess it's the same feeling people get when they play Demon Souls, but I don't really know. To a lesser extent. It's kind of similar to that, where it's like you need to appreciate the nuance of how the game plays. You know what I mean? So
the character's not going to move how you fucking want him to move, but understand that. And I know that this sounds fucking bullshit, because all of what I'm saying right now could be said for Sunshine. Sunshine has a fucking water gun that makes no sense in a Mario game. Get your fucking third-person shooter nonsense out of here. It's ridiculous. It doesn't work. Or at least fix the controls and remake the thing instead of just a port. But I love the collection.
Yeah, I'm good.
Another game that is pretty cool that I kind of just bought because you said it. I had another friend, Ezra ID, shouts out, was saying it's also good. You guys have
everyone
different
online
tastes.
is calling it Game of the Year.
Everyone online is hyping it up. So I'm like, all right, this would be offensive if I didn't try it out. Hades, it was $20. Miguel, what's your thoughts on Hades?
Got a question about this really quick. It's on Switch right now. And
Switch and PC,
I got a question about Give me a second. Is it on Steam? Or is it just on the Epic Games thing?
It was an Epic Games Store exclusive while it was in early access.
And hasn't it been out for a while already in early access?
For about a year or two. I think, about a year or two.
Yeah.
But it was early. It was like really early access when it first like came in, though. Like it was only
it's Game of the Year when the game has been out for a while.
No, I mean it's
a 1.0. It's a PUBG situation. Yeah, it's a 1.0 situation.
No. That I don't think that applies because PUBG also had 1 trillion people playing it. This game, it wasn't. Yeah. I mean, I knew about it because I love Supergiant, and I think we all knew about it just because we kept up with Epic Game Store nonsense. But
because it's not on the PS4, I'm not gonna buy it.
Nice. So it's a cool roguelike. I'm playing it. My favorite roguelike is Rogue Legacy, if that just gives you some context. The PC is stuff. I mean, Switch is fine if you still have that, but
nope, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. I don't understand the Game of the Year aspect, and it's kind of annoying because now I'm thinking, and I was like, I'm overly judging it. You know, it's like I kind of wish that like people just said, "Oh, here's a great game," and I played it. Anthony, please tell me you saw something that's crazy because that reaction was insane.
Yeah, West Brom is beating Chelsea 3-0. That's
irrelevant to anything. I thought like fucking PS5 is delayed or some shit. But Hades is cool. I like this. I like how everyone remembers you. I like the combat. I think it's so far I'm like only one boss in, but like I saw it 8.9. So
I think this is a game that is going to get better the more you play it. Definitely, for sure.
Yeah, most likely.
I like that it recognizes like it makes you dying part of the game, and you could say like Dead Cells did that to an extent, but that it just really in the basic roguelike kind of sense of like, oh well, you can keep upgrades as you die or whatever. This game, like, it's part of the story that like it doesn't make you
getting sent back to the underworld,
right? Hades, and Hypnos keeps making fun of you for dying to different enemies, and
a lot of Greek lore if you're into that, of course.
Yeah, and it doesn't make you feel bad for dying. Like, it makes it part of the story. So I almost feel like you will miss some of the experience if you are like too good and beat it in like a couple runs. You know what I mean?
I feel I mean, you're not gonna fucking beat the game your first try, but so you're gonna get some of that feeling.
I'm sure there's gonna be some fucking Demon Souls player that beat Demon Souls on a fucking Guitar Hero controller.
I wonder. I mean, the question is, after dying
I do remember people beating the game when it like firstly in early access.
Well,
like
there was a lot less content in the game though.
It was
way less content in the game because I've been keeping up with
good at those games.
I've been keeping up with the game since it came out in early access, and they've done a lot of updates to the game, and they've added a lot of content to the game since then. So. But I really enjoy it. I think that this is the game that I think I wanted to play when Dead Cells came out, and everyone was really high on Dead Cells, and I was like, I liked Dead Cells, but I wanted something a little different, and I think that the perspective helps a lot because the side to side for Dead Cells. I was having a hard time kind of reconciling that because it's almost like it wanted me to play like Dark Souls, but then it's like, I don't know, like the platforming, it just didn't really quite register as the way I wanted it to, and I feel like the perspective on this game, where it's kind of that bird's eye view, works for me a lot better. It's also kind of what I wanted Transistor to be, because Transistor, I didn't like the way the sword felt in Transistor. And I just didn't, I don't know, there was something about it I just didn't really vibe with as much. I thought Bastion was a better game, if I'm being honest. But this game,
I didn't play Bastion, but I did play a shit ton of Transition.
Oh, you didn't play Bastion?
No.
If you could find it, it's on sale for like $2 all the time. You should just get it. It's Bastion's so good. But it's just Hades is hitting this spot, and the more I play it, the more I like it, and the more I learn, the more and you get different abilities each time, so it's not like it's getting stale, because every run through that I do, I'm trying something new, I'm doing something different. I'm not really, because with Dead Cells I felt like I was just doing the same shit every time, and then I would die, and then I would get frustrated, and then I would try it again, and I would do the same shit, and then I would die, and I get frustrated. This game, it's almost fun to experiment every new run, and that's why I'm really digging it right now. Now,
like, I want to try this game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it has like some type of appeal that like Transition, not what's the game? Transistor. There we go. Had on me when I was playing it. Do you think did they sign some type of like contract with Epic? I forgot. That it's just gonna be an Epic, and now I get Switch.
Oh, like, it'll come to other. It'll come to other.
You think so later on?
It'll come to PS4 definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I do want to try it and I want to play it.
This feels like the classic Nintendo gets it first type of thing. Like, it almost feels like when SteamWorld Dig 2 came to Switch first, and then it came to PS4.
It feels really good on the Switch, right?
That's what it feels like. It feels really good. And I'm playing it on the Lite too, not even on the full size Switch. I was nervous about how it was going to run on Switch, especially the Lite. And then a bunch of people online were like, "No, it runs great. Like pick this game up," and it runs very, very well on Switch. I haven't seen any slowdown despite a bajillion particle effects going all around. The art style looks gorgeous. It runs great on Switch.
That's good to hear.
So, but it definitely, like I said,
it's gonna look fantastic on my PS5 then.
It's gonna look ridiculous if you have like a 4K HDR TV, I think. On PS4.
All right. I'll wait for that then.
But yeah, I definitely think it feels like when SteamWorld Dig 2 came to Switch first, and then it came to PS4 after. That's kind of what it feels like with that. Where like Nintendo probably was like, hey, because it was part of their Nindies Direct or Partner Direct or whatever the fuck, the mini. So it feels like Nintendo was like, hey, give us like a 90-day window or something with this game. So definitely, if and when, I'm pretty sure it will come to PS4. Definitely give it a shot. By the time it goes, it'll be a PS5 game, I guess. But
that's good to hear.
I don't know where Jeff went,
but he went to unload the pistol. I wanted Jeff for this last question that I had, but let me just, hopefully he comes in a bit. The zombie teasing stuff started with the game, with Call of Duty, and supposedly, have you followed any of that? Or is it just Jeff?
I'm sorry, say that again. What was it?
Any of the zombie stuff that they started teasing for Call of Duty?
I saw like the images that were revealed, but I don't know what context they have. I'm hoping Jeff's back. I don't know why he would.
Yeah, he leaves exactly when I want to talk zombies, man. See, don't people don't say that I don't like talking about zombies, all right? Jeff's not here. We talked about zombies for a couple seconds. Anthony, let's talk about Destiny too, real quick, bro. Do you think they're gonna overhaul a lot of the stuff for the Destiny stuff? Because it seems like they're gonna overhaul like the game size and stuff like that, and some of the look of the game.
This is definitely a Jeff question as well, because he knows a lot more about it than I do. But it sounds like they are actually overhauling a lot with Destiny. Jeff said he is wiping, for everyone that wanted to know.
Okay, then.
It does sound like they're overhauling a lot. So I do know, and Jeff can give more context to this, but I do know that they said that you're going to need to do a full reinstall of Destiny 2 once beyond light launches. But the reason for that is because it's going to reduce the overall file size of the game by like 30 to 40% depending on platform, and B, it's going to allow them to be able to manage the size of the game going forward, and you know, they're going to be able to work with assets easier when it comes to patches and stuff. So they're also adding a tweak or they're revising or doing something with the create a character. So your character's not going to look like a deformed monster anymore. You can actually make it look. So I don't think they're adding a lot of options. I think that they're just going to make the characters look a little bit better. Yeah. So
yeah, whatever. Hey man, we talked about Destiny. We talked about zombies. You know, Jeb's not here. Oh well, I just don't want to get shit on later on. I don't want to talk about that. Anything else for the week?
You would think he would hurry back. You know what I mean? Like, we're actually talking about what he wants to talk about for once.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I talked about it. I can't get any shit about it anymore. All right.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, too bad. We gotta move on then.
What's up?
Nothing, bro. We talked Destiny, we talked zombies, but you are not here.
Nice.
We actually did talk about Destiny a little bit.
Yeah, we actually talk about Destiny, but zombies really quick before we end the podcast.
Yeah, so zombies
is Monday. Yeah. We're getting something Monday.
So zombies
like
this
Monday's the day.
Had another cool what do you call it, ARG teaser thing like they did for the original one Black Ops Cold War reveal. Okay. This one was actually pretty cool. Last time they got projectors, this time they got a 1984 like early 80s IBM fucking computer with like, the big computer and then the fucking big CRT you put on top of it, and then that big keyboard thing like was running DOS or whatever, I guess. Whatever essentially led to a whole Easter egg thing, ciphers and all that, and showed 3 pictures and more information Monday.
It led to a website too.
Yeah, a bunch of new websites. But I do think we'll see a trailer Monday. Because
isn't the rumor that Warzone, like the new season's gonna launch with the night Warzone thing with zombies and some stuff like that.
There's some rumors, some leaks like that. We'll see. Here's an interesting one. Nolan North has confirmed, as alongside James C. Burns playing Frank Woods, are not in Cold War. So does that mean Richtofen won't be in zombies? Does that mean they're recasting Richtofen?
They maybe recast them.
That would make zero sense. I don't even understand why they recasted Woods.
They're recasting Frank Woods, bro. So
I know, but
like Mason, I understand because if they just don't want to pay Sam,
but James C. Burns is like who? Yeah, I mean, he's a good voice actor, but he's
not an A-list movie star like Sam Worthington. I know. It's like Sam Worthington is the guy from the Avatar movie. Like, I get that.
Nolan North
Road. I'm sure he charges a lot now. I mean,
no, I was gonna say Nolan is the fucking Nolan's the A-tier guy. So who are you gonna replace him with?
C-tier guys like it charge less, bro. I mean, come on, bro. At the end, it's
they'll get
money.
Matt Mercer and it'll be all right.
I would rather see no Richtofen than a voiced Richtofen. Richtofen is so Nolan North. I know it's fucking
do you think
offensive.
Do you think we're gonna? Because German, I also don't want to see what's his name.
The Asian guy.
No. Tank. I don't know who we're talking about.
Tank Dempsey. Tank Dempsey is who's his voice actor? I see his face. Steve Bloom. Yeah.
Steve Bloom. Yeah.
Yeah, so if we at least get him, I'll be all right.
No, that would be crazy if they half recast. That'd be insane.
You would rather a full recast?
No, either. Okay,
that's how I felt about the Lion King, the Jon Favreau Lion King. It's like if you're not going to have Jeremy Irons, then just don't even bother having James Earl Jones. Or if you're going to have James Earl Jones,
exactly. It was it was weird. But no, I would
recast everyone, bro.
Worst case scenario is recasting the OG characters and having them in. Best case scenario is new characters, new voices. Mid case scenario is, I don't know. I kind of lost track of my thought there. But so zombies is going to be interesting. We'll see what that's like. Cold War. If we were talking about Destiny also, they were just previewing some tech changes that are coming in the next update. You're essentially gonna have to reinstall the game, but don't worry because it's going to be about 30 to 40% smaller file size. Yes, it's annoying if you have data caps, but it's a fucking way better future investment for the game because updates are going to be way quicker. The way things load is going to be quicker. The way instances work are now changing. It's not going to be based on host. It's going to be based on like physics host. So some cool stuff there. So like it's just what that means essentially is, if you're in the tower and Anthony's in the tower and I want to join Anthony, I essentially have to reload the entire tower instance. Now it's going to you don't have to reload the tower. You could just join him and then like it puts you in his
it'll probably cut to black for like a second and then like repopulate it.
I don't really know the tech behind that. I'm not a fucking engineer, but they explained it in the blog post.
Magic, bro.
It's magic. But I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. More rumors from some Portuguese gaming sites saying Mass Effect Trilogy Remastered. I don't believe it.
But that's supposedly I heard it was for next year now. Not this year.
They've been saying it's for next year every year.
I swear. Yeah. I mean, I don't see it coming out this year at all in 2020. It's kind of late.
No, yeah, it's
Unless a
definitely not
surprise
And
October
EA
drop.
doesn't have anything, so I mean,
Yeah, EA said.
would
So we'll see 2021.
work this.
Oh, fun fact. Today, right now, as recording, is no longer Outbreak Day. It is now The Last of Us Day. And probably the coolest piece of, Last of Us related Outbreak Day, they have shirts, they have like promo stuff, but they did a Kojima production cross Naughty Dog picture, and Yoji Shinkawa of Metal Gear Solid box art fame did this stunning Last of Us 2 image that
I saw
you
that
can
right
find
before
on
we started recording. It looks
blog.playstation.com. Yeah. It's got Ellie in the center, fucking looking like Snake, Joel looking like some fucking ocelot guy.
They got what's her name?
Abby.
Abby looking like fucking Liquid, like doing the arm flex like Liquid.
Yoji Shinkawa is the man. He did fucking Call of Duty art for the
there was also
zombies characters.
There was also a set of Mondo posters for Last of Us Day as well, where it was one was Abby standing in front of Ellie and Ellie's facing the other direction, and then the other one is like the reverse of that, where it's like Ellie facing you and Abby facing the other way behind her. And those were pretty. And then probably check those out.
And then the most functioning, I guess, update from Last of Us Day is that they posted a shitload, like a couple dozen GIFs mimicking. So what do you call it? Santa Monica has done this also, where it's like Kratos by the like Kratos doing some classic GIFs like Salt Bay or whatever, shit like that. The
one where it's like the one where it's like I'm gonna end this man's whole career, and it's like
and then
it's
so they
and it's Atreus with fucking Mimir's head over it.
Dude, okay, I love those. But so Noah did a bunch of those for Last of Us. So you have like one of them's like the community walking into a room on fire. You have like whatever memes. So look up that Last of Us Day. Shouts out.
I mean, we're good with them changing the name. I'm fine with it. It's not a big deal. Nothing worth.
Whatever. I don't know.
And they worded it well. That obviously the major reason them changing it is because of the pandemic.
We're in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah, so that I get that, but they also were like it's about the game, like it's about Last of Us, you know what I mean? So that like it's a celebration of Last of Us. So when they said that, I'm like, yeah, I don't have a problem with it in any way. So but I'm just it's cool that we this is a game franchise that's just always going to be celebrated because of it was such a landmark on the PS3, and then again on the PS4 with Remastered, and then again on the PS4 with Last of Us Part 2. So I'm excited to go back to this game on PS5 as well. It's another one of those games where
that's cool that you mentioned that. Yeah, Last of Us Day is very interesting in that even in years where Last of Us 2 wasn't even announced, even years after Left Behind, they still celebrated like, oh, here's a little piece of art. It's this cool commemoration of this important PlayStation game, like you said.
I would say it's probably one of the most important PlayStation games since PS2. Probably I would say
one of the best games ever.
I don't know. Yeah.
That being said, I think Tsushima might be my game of the year, though.
Yeah, we have to.
We'll get to that in a couple months. Maybe December we'll get to that because we still got to get we have to get our PS5s first. Yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for this week. You can catch us all on Twitter. I'm at Anthony Palm. Jeff is at Mr. Brawl96. Miguel is at DarkAngel1010_. You can also catch us on PlayStation. I am the only X188. That's ONE numbers 88. Jeff is Brawl96, no Mr. And Miguel, I almost said Dark Angel. Miguel is DarkAngel1010, no _. You can also follow the podcast on Twitter at FTR_pod. You can also find us on YouTube, where I upload the video version of this podcast every week, and that is youtube.com/fasterthanreloading. And if you give us a like, subscribe, and click the bell on YouTube, give us a 5-star rating on your podcatcher of choice, that'd be a huge support for us. It'll help us grow and help us give you better content. So we would appreciate that. With that said, that's going to do it. We'll catch you all next week.
Peace.